Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie. Today we're going to be making a pumpkin roll, and I've never made one of these before, so I'm going with the Libby's recipe. And it says to get your oven up to 375, which I've already done, and we need a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Baking area. You also need a 15 by 10 jelly roll pan. Okay. And they're going to tell me to flour everything, aren't they? They sure are. Okay. Let's see. Preheat your oven. I did that. Grease a 15 by 10 inch jelly roll pan lined with wax paper. I'm using parchment paper. Grease and flour. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to use this little sieve to do that. Wait a minute. Yes. And that way I get the flour evenly distributed. Okay. We're good. Alright, so that's done. Sprinkle pan. Okay, sprinkle a thin cotton kitchen. Okay, I'll do that after I put this in. Alright, so we need a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Let me get my measuring things out. Third, 1/4, third. What's the matter, baby? One cup of powdered sugar. And this is for the cake. Alright, there's a 1/4 cup. 3/4 cup of all-purpose, of course the one I didn't get out. Three-quarter cup of all-purpose flour. Done. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's see. You know I should have had all this stuff out. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to get all my baking stuff out. So, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And we need 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Okay. Sorry about that. 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. done. Baking soda, half a teaspoon. Done. Cloves, we need a half a teaspoon of cloves. I had to redo all my spices. A lot of them were out of date. So me and my daughter went through everything and got rid of it all. Okay. That noise in the background is my dishwasher. I thought I ran it, but I didn't. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, got that done. All right, so I got all that done. Okay, now we need 3 eggs. Get a whisk that real good. That's what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Bring a bigger one in. Now I was going to use my big mixer. I just don't think I need it. 3 eggs. One. We're going up in the 80s today. There's 2. And here's 3. Now I gotta get my mixer out. Okay. Get this set up. All right, so 3 eggs. Beat eggs and granulated sugar. So we need 1 cup of granulated sugar. This is supposed to be pretty simple. Okay, let's see. Beat, eggs and granulated sugar and large mixer bowl until thick. Looks thick to me. And then we add in pumpkin. So I'm using the Libby's pumpkin. That's what it says to use. I did not measure it. Where am I? Hold on 1 second. It says 2/3 cup. I'm going with all of it. I just do not want it sitting around, so if I screw it up, I screw it up. Okay. I know, you're supposed to go by what it tells you to. And then we're going to stir in the flour mixture. The only thing I'd worry about is it not turning into a cake. Okay. All right, now spread into prepared pan. If I screw this up, I know what I did. I'm gonna give it a shot though, with a can of pumpkin. Try to get it as even as possible. Now you're going to put it in the oven for about 11 to 15 minutes. And when you touch it, it should spring back to see if it's done. Okay? And then I'll get back to you as soon as it's done. Okay, I'm just going to clean up my mess here. It's in the oven. And they didn't call for, thought it would have called for that. And I'm just gonna put my stuff away. Wait a minute, what do I need for that? Sugar, butter, I do need vanilla. Put all these away. Put this away, put this away. try to keep my baking spices and my other spices separate. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Get all those. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put my tea towel out. I'm supposed to sprinkle it with powdered sugar. Oh, I can do that with this. And I'm supposed to turn it out on this, so hopefully it turns out. Okay. Got 5 more minutes and it should be done. Well, you may have to, I put it in for 11 minutes. So it says from 13 to 15 minutes, but if it's a dark pan, check it in 11 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and check it. Okay, that's the 11 mark. I don't think it's done. No. So we're gonna go 2 more minutes. And I'll check it again. Okay, we're going for the 15-minute mark. And I'm gonna try and see if it's done again. Let me know if you guys have ever made one of these and if you liked it. Still just a little bit longer, I think. Okay, it's ready. Now we had to pull it out and we're going to start rolling it. While it's hot, you roll it. And then we're going to let it cool on a baking rack. Don't touch it while it's cooling. Actually, I'm going to put this over here. And we're going to let it cool, just like that. All right? Then we got to make the frosting. So I'll get back to you when this is all cool and we're going to make the frosting. Okay, while that's cooling, let's go ahead and mix up the filling. You got to have 1 package of cream cheese, room temperature, which this is. And it calls for 6 tablespoons of butter, softened. Let's see, 1, 2, that's 6 is right here. There we go. It's also calling for 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let's see, 1 package. 1 cup of powdered sugar. And we're going to mix it all up. Mine's kind of chunky. I don't want chunkiness. I want it to mix good. Of course, the cream cheese could end up being chunky too. All right, we're just going in. We're just going in with it. I love to make a chocolate one at Christmas. I made one years ago. I couldn't tell you how I did it. Let me try it again. Alright. And that's the filling. Still hot. Okay, it's still pretty warm. It's getting there though. It's getting there, but it's still pretty warm. I got the frosting mixed up, the filling, which we're going to use. And we just gotta wait for it to finish up. Okay, I got everything cleaned up. It's still pretty warm. I'd be afraid it would melt the filling if I tried to do it now. So I'm not going to. I wonder if I put it in the fridge for a little bit. No, we'll wait. Okay, I did put it in the refrigerator just for the video purpose. But I got everything ready to go. Got my dishes pretty much done. The kitchen cleaned. And then it's cooling off pretty good. But you gotta remember, I live in Florida, so everything gets warm. Takes a while. But let's let that cool off and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, we're gonna call it. I don't have patience. Let's see. Ah, it's still warm. It's wanting to break. it back up. It's not ready. Okay, we're gonna try it again. It's still warm on the inside, but the outside is cool. We're gonna do it. So I got my frosting. I think the worst. Yeah, I think it cracked. So, okay. We're not gonna sweat. I was hoping this might cool it down even more. It doesn't say how far to take it, so I'm not sure. You almost always feel like you didn't make enough. I know when you roll it, it's going to move some of the icing around. But we're going to do it. All right. Ah. I want to take the towel with it. Yeah, it's cracking on me. It's cracking. I'm afraid to pick it up. I'm afraid to pick it up. Because it's taking the towel with it. It's cracking a little bit, not bad. That's good. But it cracked a little bit. You'll have to try it. Let me know how it turns out if you do try it. I'll give my husband a piece. if I got a spatula available. I think they're all in the washer. Yeah, it's wanting to break. You know, I don't know how to keep from that. That's what it looks like. Kind of a thick piece, but it's even cracking more. There. Yeah. Hope you like this video. If you did, give me a, it's really cracking now. Try to save it. Give me a thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you later. Okay, it turned out really good. Husband liked it. He devoured it. It was good. For me, it was a little bit too sweet with all the sugars in it. I'm not used to that. And I think if I would have only added the 2/3 cup of pumpkin, it wouldn't have cracked. So that's something to think about. I will put the recipe in the description below. If I was to do it again, I'd do the 2/3 cup. But it was good. Until next time, I'll see you later.